welcome to Anne's Maths Club. My name is Nyakinyo Gadura, or you could call me Mwalimu Anne. I'm very excited to continue with this series where we were focusing on the sequence and series topic in book 3. Today we are going to dive in and focus on geometric sequence. I hope you are excited and you are ready to learn. So let's get to it. So under geometric sequence, we see that the sequence with the ratio is known as the geometric sequence. And here when we talk about the ratio, it's a constant number. So in this topic, you're expected to have two things in mind. We're going to be looking at the first term and also the common ratio. So let us get to it. As you can see, we've already written A is the first term. And we have R, which is the common ratio. It's a constant term. And when it comes to writing the sequence, let us just break down how you can know what is the first term, the second term, again for you to understand the concept. So let's get to it. So the first term is actually A. It's just A, okay? This is the first term. Then moving to the second term, the trick here is quite simple. Here we are going to be looking, it's going to be AR. We take, because it's the second term, 2 minus 1. This becomes AR, 1. Okay, any number raised to 1 is that number AR. The third term is actually AR, again 3, which R is the common ratio. 3 minus 1. You get AR2. That is the value for the third term. So whenever you are asked to find the nth term, they have not specified, or they could have specified what is n. You will take AR, then n. If n is 5, you will do 5 minus 1. If n is 6, 6 minus 1. So it becomes automatically n minus 1. So this is the formula. So you need to understand this. So whenever we talk about the geometric sequence, we are looking at a common ratio, which is R. And therefore our R becomes, this is how we get to apply it, AR n minus 1. And in this case, A is always the first term. Okay, so this is just the concept. Let us get into working an example. Let us get into example 1. Remember, as we are learning, this is from actually the Form 3 textbook. So let's get to it. We've been given a geometric sequence is 4, 12, 36 going on. And we've been asked to find the fourth term, the fifth term, and the nth term. So let's get to it. So always you can just come and say solution. We have 4, 12, 36, and so on. Remember, when you just find a geometric sequence, it should come to your mind that you have to know two things, and that is A, which is the first term. As we look at this, our first term is 4, so that automatically our A is 4, okay? And then the other thing that we are looking at is our R. Our R is the common ratio. How do we find our R? So when looking for your R, you will take the second term, which is 12, divide by the first term, okay? Take the third term, which is 36, divide by the 12th term, and divided by the second term, which is 12, going forward. So you can definitely calculate this by 4, 1, by 4, 3, 1, 3. So our common ratio, remember, it's a constant number. As you can see, 3, 3 going on. It automatically becomes 3. So already there you have two things. We have our A and we have our R. So we are looking at the fourth term. Remember, again, we got the formula. We said the nth term is equals to AR n minus 1. So we are looking for the fourth term. It becomes A is 4, okay, times R is 3, then n minus 1. Our n is 4, the fourth term, 4 minus 1. This becomes 4 times 3. 4 minus 1 is actually 3. So 3 raised to 3. So this becomes 4 times 27. And this automatically becomes 27 by 4. 108. 108. Yes. And this becomes our answer. So this is how you are expected to calculate this. Remember, when you're working out, always use your calculator to confirm. That is why you are requested to walk in the exam room with your calculator. Yeah, so you can always confirm to see if the figures are correct or if they actually match. Let us look at the fifth term. So how do we do it? Again, we know our nth term is equals to AR n minus 1. So our n is 5, okay? So A is the first term, which was 4 times, our R is 3, then 5 minus 1. This becomes 4 times 3, 5 minus 1 is 4. So 3 raised to 4 becomes 81. So this becomes 4 by 81. Again, you're free to use your calculator so as to avoid mistakes. 324. Great. So that is how we do it. And lastly, again, the nth term, you just write the formula. Nth term is AR n minus 1. Yeah. So just to do a recap, when we are talking about geometrical sequence, you need to understand that we have two things. As you have seen, we've looked at the A, which is the first term, and our R is the common ratio. So you are therefore required to follow, just use the formula, carry the formula with you and apply it. So we're going to focus on example 2 that is actually phrased different, so that if you're able to get a question still under the topic geometric sequence, you'll be able to tackle it. So the questions will actually come into different sections. So let us look at a different way of tackling this topic. Remember, if you have any question concerning this, just put it on the chat, put it on the comment section, and we will be able to get back to you. Thank you. Amazing. So let's move to example 2, still under the topic geometric sequence. And the question is, the ratio of the 6th to the 3rd term of the geometric sequence is 1/27, and we've been told if the 4th term is 1/9, find the 9th term. As you can see, this question needs a lot. So again, you say your solution. And in mathematics, you need to work with what you have. So you need to understand what do we have here. And we've been told the ratio of the 6th, remember when we're looking for the ratio, the nth term is actually AR n minus 1. This is the formula. So we've been told for the 6th term will be AR 6 minus 1 is 5, okay? And for the 3rd term, we know is AR 3 minus 1 is 2. So we've been told the ratio AR5 over AR2, remember the ratio, is equals to 1/27. Okay, so we have that. And we've been told the 4th term is 1/9. So T4 is supposed to be it's AR, 4 minus 1 is 3, is the same as 1/9. So we'll put this aside. So let's get to this and see, can we be able to find R using this? So when you're calculating this, A cancels with A and you're left with R5 over R2, which is the same as 1/27. Remember, when you do this, we have a topic on this. You can be able to go and see. We'll be able to attach the link. So when dividing this, we normally subtract the powers. So R5 minus 2, this becomes R3 is equals to 1/27. Again, what are you required to do? When you have this, let me just write it clearly. R3 is equals to 1/27. So you can be able to find this by, implementing this on both sides. And this will cancel with this. Then you're left with R, which should be this, and actually gives us that. So this becomes our R, okay? So we have our R. Therefore, again, what do we have? We have equation. We've been told the 4th term is AR3 is equals to 1/9. So we have AR, which R we already have is a 3rd raised to 3. So we replace it, is actually 1/9. So let me because I don't have my calculator, let me just look at this. So this actually becomes A times a third raised to power 3 is 1 over 27 is equals to 1 over 9. So let us find A. So we could multiply by 27 both sides by 27. This cancels with this, and you're left by 3, by 3, 9, by 3, 1, by 3, 3. So our A becomes 3. So already we have our A and we have our R. So we have two things already. Again, like I said, you use what you have to find what you don't have and what you need. So our A is 3 and our R is a third. Remember the question we've been asked is find the ninth term. We've been asked to find the ninth term. The formula is T9 is equals to AR 9 minus 1. This becomes AR 8. And this automatically becomes our A is 3, we have it. Our R is a third raised to power 8. And once you calculate this, you'll be able to get a total of 3 times 1 over 6561, and this gives you 1 over 2187. Yeah, and that becomes your answer. So I'll just do a recap of this slowly so that we can be able to understand. Just like we've said, you use what you have to find what you need. So we've been told the ratio of the 6th term to the 3rd term of a geometric sequence is 1 over 27. So let's work till that point. So we know the formula is AR n minus 1. For T6, the 6th term will be AR 6 minus 1 is 5, okay? The 3rd term will be AR 3 minus 1 is 2. So we've been told, so you will definitely come here now. So AR 5 raised to power 5 divided by AR squared is equals to 1 over 27. We've been given here 1 over 27. So you can be able to calculate this. You cancel A goes with the cancels out, and you're left with the R raised to 5 over R squared. And once you're left with this, you equate it to 1 over 27. And remember, whenever working out this, we normally less the powers when it comes to division. If it was multiplication, we could have added the powers. So it becomes R5 minus 2 is equals to R3 is equals to 1 over 27. And once you have this, so R raised to 3 is equals to 1 over 27. If you want to remove the power 3, you will use the cube root on both sides. So you put the cube root on both sides. This cancels with the power and you're left with R, and then the cube root of 1 over 27 is a third. So already you have your R. Then you've been told the 4th term is 1 over 9. Come again here. So AR 4 minus 1 is 3 is equals to 1 over 9. Already we found our R. So instead of writing R, we'll replace it with 1 over 3. So A times 1 over 3 raised to power 3 is equals to 1 over 9. A times a third raised to power 3 is 1 over 27 is equals to 1 over 9. So we look for A. It's the unknown number. We multiply by 27 both sides and we find our A is 3. Till there, you've been able to see, we've been able to find using the first sentence, the first statement we found R. The second part we've been able to find A. So let us move to the question. We've been asked to find the 9th term. Already we have our A is 3 and we have our R is a third. So the 9th term, again, always apply the formula. AR n minus 1. Our n is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. So it becomes AR to power 8. What is our A? 3. What is our R? A third raised to power 8. And therefore use your calculator and you will be able to find the answer. So yeah, this was an introduction on geometric sequence. We've been able to do 2 examples that I believe will help you. In case you have any question, in case you'll need any clarification, just put it out there on the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Watch out for our next video still under this topic. And remember, our hashtags for this club is I love mathematics. Thank you very much. Goodbye.